The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Kafka will dust it off, throws it to the net, and almost was pushed in. Still loose. Kafka stuffs it in. They win it overtime. 6-5. The puck was not covered, and Kafka found it.
It's time for Oahe Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Capitals are brought to you by Leisure Palace, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, AGE, Kathy Sunshine Properties, and Dakota Storm Roofing.
Pass goes across over for Birch. She'll wait, and that shot save, rebound, and score! It is McIntyre that puts it in, and we're tied at 2. McIntyre for a second of the game in front of the nets.
The Capitals are also brought to you by Beck Motor Company, Fertig Electric, First Fidelity Bank, Xander Auto Parts, State Farm Becky Potsuba Agency, and River Bottom Sanitation.
Emily Nemec will race into the offensive zone and pick up the puck. She's got Kafka with her. Over, back to Nemec. She scores! The Caps get it right back. The pass was blocked. It came back to Nemec, and she put it in to make it 3-1.
The Oahe Capitals are also brought to you by American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, the Boys and Girls Club, Herman's and Endodontics, Weatherall Roofing, Wagner Auto, and the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. And now for the call, let's head to the booth and the voice of the Oahe Capitals, John Winkler.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you back to the Expo Center as the Oahe Capitals take on the Sioux Falls West Flyers in our final game of the weekend. As we welcome you in, and yes, you heard the girls' intro, but it is the boys' game as the Caps will look for a 3-0 weekend against this Sioux Falls West team, who is coming in off of a 5-1 win over the Aberdeen Cougars yesterday. With the Capitals trying to get to win number 10 of the season. Sioux Falls West now at 8-3. The Capitals sitting at 9-5. And Oahe is looking for that third win this weekend, but they have had a very good weekend in spreading the wealth around. The Capitals have been able to score. 16 of the 18 guys got in the score sheets in yesterday's game, and then another 14 got in the score sheet on Friday. And so this Capital squad, where they've scored 16 goals in 2 games, have really looked good and have shared the puck and have been able to pass the puck well. Different guys have scored. Obviously, Brecken Furman's got 4 goals this weekend with a hat trick on Friday, and they're trying to extend this great weekend all the way out to try and make it a sweep of the weekend and go 3-0 and find themselves in a really good spot going in with the weekend off before having Pink the Rink coming up the following Saturday. Capitals right now are in 5th place. They are 2 points ahead of Sioux Falls West, but West has 3 games in hand after a tie last night for the Watertown Lakers, as they're sitting at 13 points. 3 points behind West, but 5 points behind the Capitals. Watertown with a big tie against Brookings last night, the second tie of the year, but otherwise the other one being Mitchell and Brandon Valley. But it is Mitchell and Huron that got the tie. So this Capital squad, Jay Sand stopped all but one shot yesterday, and it was a mistake on his part that he was able to bounce back from and didn't let it affect him the rest of the game. And he continues to play well and looking to play well against the Sioux Falls West team as the Capitals are trying to split the season series with Sioux Falls West. The Capitals lost to them early in the season, 7-1 win way back on November 29th. It was West that scored 3 goals in the first period and led 5-1 after 2 periods, and it ended up being a 7-1 win for Sioux Falls West, as the Capitals, after they start out 2-0, they end up losing those 2 games to Sioux Falls East and West, and the Capitals now looking for that split. They feel like they're playing better hockey right now. Not that West isn't playing better hockey than what they did, but the Capitals feel like they played a lot better hockey over the course of this last couple of games. So the Capitals and Sioux Falls West coming up here from the Expo Center. We'll come back with more of the pregame show coming up after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hi, Jason here from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio. We invite you to come in and see our expanded new location, 400 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Transform your new space into the best in industry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, and let the stress melt away. Or maybe it's an infrared sauna. Don't miss out. Also check out our pool tables, darts, fire tables, and outdoor furniture. Visit us today for the perfect blend of relaxation and entertainment. And as always, at the guaranteed lowest price.
Is your home a comfort roller coaster? Too hot one minute, too cold the next? Stop letting an unreliable system run your life. For true peace of mind, trust AirTech Heating and Cooling. We deliver consistent, perfect comfort every day. From expert repairs to new energy-efficient installations, AirTech has the experience to get the job done right the first time. We're pros who treat you like family. Schedule your service today and finally enjoy your home again. Call AirTech Heating and Cooling at 605-945-0160 and check out our Facebook page. The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Oahe hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you. AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
As we welcome you back, we continue our pregame show. The White Capitals and the Sioux Falls West Flyers. John Winkler with you on this Sunday afternoon. We are going to be just a tad behind schedule. That 3:45 puck drop, it'll be probably closer to 3:55 by the time that we get fully underway here this afternoon between the Capitals and the Sioux Falls West Flyers. We look at this matchup here. We look at these two teams and where the Sioux Falls West Flyers are at their best. They've got two really good lines. Not that the third and fourth line aren't good, but their goal production comes from those two lines. 20 goals between Beckett Haldy, Egan Geelan, and Jackson Brewer. And then Carson Edwards, Jack Campbell, and Jackson Dunn have also combined for 23 goals between those three. Then you have Jackson Henry on the defensive side. He's got 6 goals and 6 assists. Lewis Yerke's picked up 7 wins of the 8 in total. 2.41 goals against average, .870 save percentage. The Capitals, though, now have with Dylan Dodson, Aiden Beam, and Lyle Bonney, that group now has a combined 23 goals between the two. Brecken Furman, who's got 4 goals this weekend, all as a defenseman, where he had 6 in the first part of the season. He ends up now with 10 goals. He's paired up with Richard Babcock, Landry Van Rolko, and Cooper Beestrom. They've combined for 5 goals on the defensive side as well. But then Logan Brown, Logan Anderson, Ian Schweitzer, they have a total of 16 goals between the two. So the Capitals can get production from 2 of their lines. And again, they got production from just about everybody in the lineup last night, with 16 of the 18 guys recording at least 1 point and 9 different goal scorers in that win against Brandon Valley. Now, obviously, the competition really ramps up from what Huron and Brandon Valley are. When you look at the standings, both Huron and Brandon Valley currently outside of the state tournament picture at number 11 for Brandon Valley, number 10 for the Huron All-Stars. And they have Sioux Falls West by points. They're in 6th place. But if they would just win their games to catch up with everybody, they'll take over into 4th place. So this is not a team that, at 6th place right now that you expect them to be at the bottom of those standings, near 6th place. I mean, they could be, absolutely could be, but they're a team that is expecting themselves to be up near that top 3 by the end of the season. So it's a really big jump from what Brandon Valley and Huron bring to what Sioux Falls West brings. But if the Capitals can get the production, continue to get the production that they did in the first 2 games, and share the wealth going into this game, it could be a lot of fun, and the Caps can be flying around the zone and really produce. They had a lot of shots on goal the last 2 games, produce more shots on goal, and find their way to try to get a win against the Sioux Falls West squad. It is the Capitals and the Sioux Falls West Flyers coming up here from the Expo Center. We've got another break here in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk about scores from around the state for the weekend. All coming up next. You're listening to Hawaii Capital Soccer on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Since the day First Fidelity Bank first opened its doors for business in 1905, we've served the credit and investment needs of this area. The money that's deposited with us is reinvested locally in the form of loans to area families, farms, and small businesses, where it can help create new opportunities for everyone in our community. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
As we welcome you back, we continue our pregame show between the Hawaii Capitals and the Sioux Falls West Flyers. As we look at scores from around the state for both the boys and the girls varsity, we'll start with the girls side of things from this weekend. On Friday, it was Brookings shutting out Aberdeen 2-0. And then yesterday, the Capitals started the day with a 3-1 win over Rushmore before Sioux Falls beat Aberdeen 4-2. And it was a 2-0 win for Brookings over Watertown. Today, the final scores, the Capitals who had a 2-1 lead after 2 periods will fall 4-2 to Sioux Falls as the Flyers remain with just 1 loss in the season. Capitals will drop to 10-4 on the year. Rushmore got a 4-3 win over Mitchell as they scored the game-winning goal with 4:19 left to go. Aston Carlson gave Rushmore the lead to win it 4-3 over the Mitchell Marlins. And then 1 game in progress, Watertown and Aberdeen. They're tied at 1 the second period as Audrey Idy scored for Watertown, Callie Gage for Aberdeen. Friday, the final scores for boys hockey, it was Brandon Valley that tried to make a comeback against Watertown, but the Lakers ended up winning 5-4 and holding on to get the win. Brookings beat Sioux Falls East 4-1, where East dropped their first game of the season. And then it was a 7-2 win for the Capitals here at the Expo Center Friday night over Huron. On Saturday, Sioux Falls East bounced back with a 9-0 win over Sioux Center as the Storms still are winless at 0-15. The Capitals won 9-1 over Brandon Valley with 9 different goal scorers. They led 3-1 after 1 and got run time started early on in that third period. Sioux Falls West won 5-1 over Aberdeen on the road. That was a 8 o'clock game, and a long night for them turns into a long drive one way or the other, either coming to Pier, Fort Pier, getting in Sunday morning, or getting back to Sioux Falls at the end of Saturday night and having to drive over here for the game today. So it could be a little bit weary legs. But then the surprising game of the weekend, the Watertown Lakers tied the Brookings Rangers in Brookings 2-2 as Colton Sutton gave Watertown the lead, and it was a goal in the final minute, 21 seconds for Parker Nielsen to tie the game up and send the game to overtime. Watertown had an opportunity to stun Brookings on the road, and the Rangers tied up, went to overtime, and no scoring happened, and it was a 2-2 tie. One other game to be played, Aberdeen and Mitchell getting set to get rolling about at 4 o'clock, and that'll be the other game that's happening in boys hockey. Just 2 games on the boys side of things as the Capitals and Sioux Falls West getting set to get rolling here shortly as the Caps will be looking for their 10th win of the season. After today, the boys are off until the following weekend. They'll be off next weekend. Then they'll be at home to take on Aberdeen as part of Pink the Rink Night, the only game of the weekend against Aberdeen next week Saturday for the boys. And it will be the Capitals trying to get a big win over Aberdeen, but that'll be 2 weeks from now. They'll be off next weekend. The girls will be on the road to Mitchell Friday, then to Sioux Center Saturday and Sunday. And we'll have those 3 games on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock. And again, the boys matchup against Yankton, that game was postponed back a couple weeks ago on that Sunday. They're going to make it up on the last Friday of February. I believe it's February 27th. And it is going to be at 8 o'clock, a 6 and 8 o'clock game. JV will play first, then varsity in Mitchell against Yankton at 8 o'clock. And then the Caps will go take on the Watertown Lakers to close out the regular season. And that will be coming up that next day on that Saturday afternoon. We've got one more break. We've come back and we will have starting lineups, puck drop coming up from the Expo Center here in Fort Pierre between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls West Flyers. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Boys and Girls Club of the Capital area serves over 250 kids every day, giving them a safe place to go after school where they have fun and engage in learning activities school cannot provide. It is our mission to help every child become the best they can be. You can help children have a great future too by donating or volunteering for the club. For more information, go to bgccaparea.org or call us at 605-224-8699. From all of us here at the club, go Caps!
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
As we welcome you back, we are getting set for a puck drop between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls West Flyers. Jumping through with you on this Sunday afternoon. Glad you're with us as the Capitals will take on the Sioux Falls West team before then being off next weekend and then getting ready for Pink the Rink against the Aberdeen Cougars coming up a couple Saturdays from now. Over on KCCR, it is the Broncos and the Patriots at halftime. We will have the Seahawks and the Rams coming up after that game is done. And by the way, we're hoping that we can see Pierre's own Gray Zabel in the Super Bowl here in a couple weeks, which the Super Bowl is on KCCR as we have it, and we are your home for the NFL. Both teams will be making their way out of the ice here in just a moment and getting ready for this contest, as the Sioux Falls West Flyers will be the first one on the ice. Actually, the Capitals are the first one on the ice. We'll send things down here in just a moment for the introduction of our starting lineups. Capitals will start Jay Sand, who picked up his third win of the season, 3.97 goals against average, 872 save percentage. As it is also the Sioux Falls West Flyers with 7 wins, a 2.41 goals against average for Louis Yerke, an 870 save percentage, as he will be the one in net for the Flyers. Capitals are looking for a 3-0 weekend, as the Caps are trying to get to 10-5 on the season, and the Sioux Falls West Flyers looking to go to 9-3 on the year. As we'll send it down to Jason Dotson for the introduction of our starting lineups.
For Pierce, South Dakota, for this afternoon's matchup between the visiting Sioux Falls Flyers West and your home team, the Oahe Capitals. I'd like to welcome the players, fans, and coaches from Sioux Falls for coming out. Hope for a good game. Let's go for the starting lineups for the Flyers. At 1 forward, number 26, Beckett Haldy. At 1 forward, number 28, Egan Greenland. At 1 forward, number 10, Jackson Brewer. At 1 defenseman, number 6, Jack Center. At 1 defenseman, number 46, Spencer Sharon. And the goalie for the Flyers, number 94, Louis Yerke. Head coach for the Flyers, Aaron DeBates. Now, Capitals fans, on your feet, make some noise. Here's your starting lineup. At 1 forward, number 21, Ian Schweitzer. At 1 forward, number 28, Logan Brown. Rokel. And the other defenseman, number 47, Cooper Beestrom. The goalie for the Capitals, 00, Jace Hand. Coaches for the Capitals, Bryce Mitchell, Elliot Lay, head coach, Landon Badger. Please stand, remove cover for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you.
We are ready to go here from the Expo Center as the White Capitals and the Sioux Falls West Flyers set to battle those starting lineups once again. It is Beckett Haldy, Egan Geelan, and Jackson Brewer. And Jackson Brewer celebrating his 18th birthday today. So happy birthday to Jackson Brewer as he is leading the team in goals with 13 goals in the season. He's leading the team in points with 24 points. And he's not satisfied and looking for a strong performance on his birthday on top of it. Jackson, make that Spencer Sharon and Jack Zinter are the two defensemen. And Lewis Yerke, the starting goalie for the Flyers. For the White Capitals, they're going to go with the line of Logan Brown, Logan Anderson, and Ian Schweitzer, who have combined for 16 goals so far in the season. Landry Van Rokel and Cooper Beestrom, the two defensemen, and Jace Hand, the starting goalie, who's looking for his second win on the weekend. Same goes for Lewis Yerke, trying for his second win of the weekend. We're ready to go for the Expo Center. It's going to be a good one between the Sioux Falls West Flyers and the Capitals. This is the Caps looking to go 3-0 on this weekend. While the Sioux Falls West Flyers looking for a second straight win. As it is Ian Schweitzer against Egan Geelan. Opening faceoff. We're underway. And the Capitals will win the opening draw. Pass will come here to the nearest side. No one there for the Capitals. They'll race down to the corner to go pick it up. Will be Schweitzer. Make that Brown looking to get it over for Anderson. And then Anderson will go back behind the net. Referee trying to stay out of the way. Cooper Beestrom will move it back around the boards. And it'll come free over on the far side. Up ahead for Jackson Brewer. And that one will be knocked away. Landry Van Rokel steps in to keep it in the zone. Jack Zinter off the boards. That will bounce out of the zone. And Cooper Beestrom will retrieve it, and retreat back to his own blue line. Up ahead to Logan Brown, who overskated the puck. Tried to send it in deep. It was cut off by Spencer Sharon. And ahead it comes here for Sioux Falls West. That pass will miss for Geelan. And it's now Dylan Dotson to pass across. And Lyle Bonney will pick up the puck and move to the offensive zone. Bonney with a quick shot, and a save is made. And we get a whistle with 16:10 left to go here in the first period. Offensive zone faceoff will come up here for the Capitals. To the right of Lewis Yerke. He's made his first save on the afternoon. His faceoff is won by the Capitals. Lyle Bonney for Dotson. That shot and a save off the left pad. The rebound was a juicy one, but Aiden Beam was tied up. This will be Carson Edwards to throw it in deep. Didn't get it deep into the zone off of Jackson Dunn. And now it's going to be a backhand pass from Bridger Babcock, missing for Bonney. Then sent back around by Jackson Goring. Up off of the skate of Carson Edwards. Capitals will retrieve it. Cross corner dump in here on the near side, and it will be picked up and moved along by Jackson Henry. Pass will go across over for number 22 and Goring.
And now it's moved along here for Aiden Beam at the red line. He'll cross corner, and not even cross corner, just dump it in. The Capitals will make a quick change. 4 new bodies on the ice for the Capitals. Fading on it a couple of times was Goring, and now it will be picked back up by Babcock, who will swing it wide in front of the crease. Fighting for the puck was Triton Parmley and make that Aiden Bowder. And now it'll be coming along and in from Jack Campbell. Back behind the net, Van Rokel will pick it up. And Rokel up ahead, turns it over though. He's looking to go for Bridger Babcock, who let it go, and it was picked up and knocked away by the Flyers and Connor Lindersmith. Lindersmith, tough angle shot. That will go into the netting, and we will get a whistle with 14:52 to go here in the first period. And the face-off will come to the left of Jace Hand. Hand made 20 saves on 21 shots in that win last night against the Brandon Valley Ice Cats. Lindersmith will take the face-off against Schweitzer. It is moved up and out of the zone by the Capitals quickly. Here is Anderson to Brown. Logan Brown protects the puck, moves in, can't get a shot away. Jack Zinter forcing Brown to move it back to the point. Beestrom walks in, his shot got through and a save made. Rebound is still loose on the side of the net. Trying to find the handle of it. It will come away for Lindersmith. And 3-on-2 come the Flyers. A little bit back check from Logan Anderson. There's a shot from the blue line. There's a save made by Hand. Lindersmith took it. He took a check from Anderson on top of it. And Hand was able to come away with the save, and we get a whistle with 14:27 to go here in the first period. Face off to the left of Hand. It is going to be Jackson Brewer to take the face off. It is won by Brewer. There's a shot that will go wide to the glove side of Hand. Near the nearest side, pass will move up from Beam, up ahead to Bonnie, who will tip it along. Spencer Sharon will chop at it, and will move it over to the near, to the far side. Tipped along by Brewer, but held in by the Flyers. Around to come here to the near side. First one will be to it is Beckett Haldy. But the Capitals are able to keep possession of it. Tied up on the near side boards. And then coming away is Brecken Furman with a shot is saved. The rebound was right in front. But Dotson was just a little bit offline. Here's now a 2-on-0 moving in. Here's a shot and a save. Rebound was right there. But over skating, it was Geelan. It was Dylan Dotson that was on the way back. The puck will come back in for another 2-on-1 here for the Flyers. Pass will come back. There's a shot and a block shot. Rebound chance, and that was blocked by Hand. Egan Geelan had that opportunity. Comes here for Jackson Henry. His centering pass will go off of Geelan and over the far side. The Capitals are able to escape the zone up ahead to Aiden Beam. He will pick up some speed. Nice move around, but the puck will go back behind the net. First one to it is Goring. Near side for the Flyers. Out of the zone. Puck on edge, off the boards. It's not going to make it for an icing. It'll be picked up by the Capitals, and around it comes from Beestrom, up the boards on the near side, and out of the zone for Vandenbos. Up ahead for Parmley, and then the Capitals are offside. Bowder brought it in, and just barely offside was Asher Vandenbos. And we get a whistle at 12:56 left to go here in this first period. Face off out of the zone by the Flyers. Comes here for Carson Edwards on the near side. Edwards, his shot, he scores. That one went off the shoulder of Jay Sand, off the crossbar and in. The one spot that Edwards had, he will score to get his 10th of the season. And a 1-0 lead for Sioux Falls with 12:50 to go here in the first period. The toughest of angles for Edwards. And he made it look easy, roofing it over the top of Jay Sand. The Flyers will strike first. A 1-0 lead. 12:49 left to go here in the first period. Jackson Dunn and Spencer Sharon will get the assists. This will be sent in off the glass. It comes right in front of the crease. Tough, a couple of really odd bounces against Jay Sand. That one doesn't bite him on that one. As it's now Jackson Dunn will send it across for Jack Campbell. Centering pass, cleared away by the Capitals out of the zone. Racing forward is Sharon. And again, Dunn and Sharon have the assists to make it 1-0. This will be moved in by the Flyers. Bridger Babcock will pick it up on the near side. He'll move it up ahead. That one's tipped away by Schweitzer. And it'll come to the far side of the ice, where it's going to be moved along by Braden Hitt. Capitals had it back for a moment, and it's going to be sent back into the offensive zone by the Flyers. Brown trying to find where it's at his feet. It's picked back up by the Flyers, but unable to do anything with it was Ashton Greer, and now it's a 2-on-0 for the Capitals. Logan Anderson, and he scores! Quickly ties the game at 1 with 11:40 to go here in the first period. Logan Anderson picks up his 4th of the season. And that's a big get for the Capitals to get it right back a minute and 10 seconds later. And a huge goal for the Caps and Anderson, Brecken Furman, and Ian Schweitzer, the two men that will get the assist. And we are all tied at 1. Here it's still not even the midway point of this first period. Right over the glove side of Lewis Yerke. Behind the net, Egan Geelan will grab it here for the Flyers. Comes up ahead. There's a shot by Beestrom. That is blocked. Back to Beestrom, and it skipped over his stick. And then Beestrom will turn away and then sends it across ice back into the zone for Beam. Beam looking for the center one. It was blocked. He'll turn on his backhand, get back to his forehand. Now behind the net for Dodson. Dodson will move it up to the blue line. Beestrom keeping it out of the hands of Brewer. There's a shot and a save made by Yerke. He gets body checked to the boards by Sharon. And here on the nearest side, the Flyers will pick it back up. And a backhand pass trying to spring free for Brewer. And it will be intercepted by the Capitals. And Dodson will cross corner dump it in. Spencer Sharon back for it first for Sioux Falls. And the Sioux Falls West Flyers again looking to escape the zone. But that's held in by Furman. Bouncing puck will come out to the blue line. Richard Babcock will send it to the corner. Hard around the boards as it'll get to the near side. And at the boards, it's picked back up. Moved around by Jack Zinter. Flyers with space in their own end. Flip to the center ice. Right on the tape of Beckett Haldy, who moves in. Haldy will score. Haldy got free. And a track meet has already started with 10:20 to go in the first period. 7th goal of the season for Beckett Haldy. And the flip got right up and in to Beckett Haldy. And again, the Flyers are looking to escape the zone, not even just quickly, but just feed it down the ice and try and get behind the defense of the Capitals. And Beckett Haldy has made it a 2-1 game. Now 10:20 to go here in the first period. Again, this isn't right now, it's not a hockey game, it's a track meet. Up and down the ice we go. Logan Brown trying to lay hits. As he stood up was Jackson Dunn. Now it's moved back in front of the net. There's a shot and a save. Jackson Henry took that shot. Sharon will get the second assist of the ball of the hockey game. This will be tipped in front of the net. Loose puck, and it will be moved along for Logan Anderson. Out ahead for Brown. That goes off of his stick, and it's Henry to pick it back up. And Jackson Henry here to the near side for Carson Edwards. He'll chip and chase. Edwards moves in, turns to his backhand, and his shot maybe went wide of hand. There's a shot on that will be blocked by Schweitzer. Campbell will retrieve it. His pass goes right to Logan Brown, and the Capitals are back into the neutral zone. Brown into the offensive end. Toe drag move, trying to dangle around the defense. Puck will come up to his glove. He'll knock it down, center and pass over for Beestrom. He'll walk the blue line. He'll swing wide the right wing. That shot is off the stick. Puck is loose in the high slot, and it will be out to the blue line on the far end. Asher Vandenbos will keep it alive in the zone. Rounded comes the boards on the far side. Tipped out of the zone. Great play there by Carson Edwards, who got the first goal of the hockey game just to get the puck out of the zone. Relieve some pressure. Cooper Beestrom with patience. He'll gain the red line, send it in deep. First man to it will be Jackson Henry, who will chip it along the boards on the near side. Stepping up in Van Rokel. He's able to hold it in. Bowder now for Triton Parmley. The Flyers again trying to find the handle of it. It'll be moved right up the middle of the ice. It was tipped by Beestrom, slowed down, and Van Rokel will end up going to grab it. Van Rokel up the boards. Pass will come across right to the tape of Dodson, who will try and move across the defense. Asher Vandenbos is the one to be able to pick it up. And now it's over for Triton Parmley. Parmley will center one, looking for Vandenbos. And Vandenbos couldn't get a shot away. 8:17 to go here in the first period. 2-1 lead here for the Flyers. This will be at the blue line, out of the zone.
Aiden Beam will jump on the ice. This will be right in the glove of Jay's hand, who will allow play to continue with 8:05 to go. This will be juggled up in the air, knocked down by a glove. The Capitals will pick it up first, and Lyle Bonney will move into the offensive zone. Bonney will be the first one to it, looking to try and center one for Beam. Goes back over for Bridger Babcock. His shot, and that one went wide of Lewis Yerke. Out to the blue line. Good job by Brecken Furman. Got to the line to hold it in the zone. Played it back to the far corner. And now back for Babcock at the blue line. His shot pass was tipped by Dodson. Didn't make it to the net, but still played behind the cage. Out for Jackson Brewer, who will escape the zone himself. He goes 1-on-3. Lost the handle of the puck. Didn't have his teammates with him. And now it's grabbed by Bonney. His pass up ahead, and that one misses for Dodson, but it will be tipped along by Sioux Falls. And the West Flyers, that pass in the middle of the ice is intercepted by Beam. Can't dangle around three different Flyer players. Ian Schweitzer quickly up ahead, punched in by Bridger Babcock. Round it comes, Ian Schweitzer intercepts the puck. Trying to lift the sticks of Brewer out to the blue line. It is going to be Beestrom. Trying to throw that one on the net. That one went off of Jack Zinter and wide. Schweitzer knocks down Zinter behind the cage. Centering pass over. Brown couldn't get his stick on the puck. Off the glass by Anderson on the backhand. Played it back behind the net. And now it's the Flyers that will recover the puck. And out to the blue line and out of the zone. As it's Beckett Haldy, who's got the go-ahead goal. He got hit to the turnbuckle by Logan Anderson. And the puck will make its way back to the Sioux Falls end of the ice. Jackson Henry will move into the offensive end. Henry flying in. He'll fly around the defense, looking for a wraparound chance. Got stuffed by the goalpost. Jason was over there, not out of the zone. A shot that was blocked twice, and it went to the far side boards. Jackson Brewer in the corner. Able to chip it back out. There's a shot and a save made. Jackson Goring took that opportunity. Now behind the net, trying to move it right back in front was Edwards. And this will be out of the zone. And now a race to the puck. Logan Brown's going to win the race to it. He's looking to try and score. Brown in the backhand. And a good pad save, a blocker save made by the goalie, Lewis Yerke. This puck is up in the air, bouncing, moving by the glove of Edwards. Touched first by Dylan Dodson. Now the Flyers up the boards for Edwards. His pass to the backdoor feed is knocked away by Furman, who will chip off the boards. And then from the red line, it'll be sent in by Lyle Bonney. Didn't get deep in the offensive zone. As it comes right back out, and the Flyers will make a move around and back into the zone. Now here for Carson Edwards. His shot, he scores. He goes 5-hole on Jay Sand, and it's now a 3-1 lead with 5:22 to go here in the first period. Edwards second of the hockey game. He now has 11 goals in the season. And our fourth goal in this first period. And it is the Flyers up by 2, 3-1. American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Spencer Sharon's got 3 assists now in the hockey game. I want to keep saying ball game, but in the hockey game. Here's Beam on a shot off the face-off win, moving into the offensive zone. The Capitals are trying to get one back here quickly. Lyle Bonney will chip at it. And we moved here to the near side, and a quick touch pass moved along. Ashton Greer up ahead for Linder Smith. And Linder Smith lost the handle of the puck, but he'll find a way to fight for it back. Greer got knocked off the puck. He'll win it back to the corner on the far side. Centering pass over. He was looking for Brayton Hitz. And then the Capitals will escape the zone. Softly off the boards by Aiden Beam to get it out of the zone and go off for the change. Puck is at the feet of a couple of players. And it's hit that will come away with the puck. His pass nearly intercepted by Dodson. He'll come away with it. Dodson moves in. Save made. As he was trying to go back against the grain on Lewis Yerke. And Yerke was able to get that left pad out to make the save. That shot by Beestrom is blocked. Beestrom walks in, but can't get a shot away. His stick was lifted, and it's moved along by Brayden Hitz, and he will dump it in from the red line as Landry Van Roekel will pick it up for the Capitals. Van Roekel's pass is intercepted by Brewer, who will wait for the man to tag up. He'll leave it for Beckett Haldy, and that shot just was redirected, and it went wide. Now come back here for Egan Gielan. His shot goes high over the crossbar. Flyers are continuing to buzz in this offensive zone. Capitals will try a couple different times to clear it out, and they just barely do. Puck will make its way down, but not far enough for an icing. 3:45 left to go here in the first period. This puck is loose in the neutral zone, picked up by Beam. Make that by Furman. His shot up high, gloved down by Yerke, and we get a whistle. With 3:38 left to go here in the first period, in a 3-1 lead for the Sioux Falls West Flyers. Carson Edwards and Beckett Haldy each with goals. Edwards with 2. Logan Anderson's got the lone goal for the Capitals here in this first period. Round it comes near the near side. Bridger Babcock will move it along the boards. It will be picked up by Logan Anderson behind the net. Centered one over, and Brown just couldn't find the handle of it. He was on the back doorstep on that backhanded pass. Now cutting free. Here is Haldy with a shot, and Hand fights it off to make the save. It's grabbed by Brown and into the neutral zone. Left wing side, strong wing side. Brown trying to toe drag move. Couldn't get it around Sharon. Out to the blue line, Bridger Babcock. He'll send it to the net, and that's tipped wide. Logan Anderson was on that back door, but it was tipped wide of him, and now it's right back in. Jackson Brewer, his shot will go well wide, missed by a couple of feet. And it's now Brown again, fighting for that puck, and we'll send it in deep. 2:50 left to go here in the first period. Losing the puck and losing an edge. The Flyers will come away with the puck. Out of the zone is Jackson Dunn. Dunn inside the blue line. A couple players for the Capitals fall down, and they run into each other. Both Van Rokel and Beestrom will get back up, but Dunn still has the puck. His pass is blocked. Jack Campbell can't find the handle of it. It's now Dotson that will turn with it, and his pass will come here to the near side for Logan Anderson. And the cross-corner dump in, it went off the blocker of Yerke as it was going up high. That puck bounces behind the net. Centering pass, Dotson's shot was blocked. Really good look there from Bonnie, who had an opportunity to get that one-timer for Dotson. But it ended up being blocked and never made it to the net. And it will be Lewis Yerke that will cover to get the whistle. With 2:06 left to go here in the first period. And it is a 3-1 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard for the Sioux Falls West Flyers. This face-off will be won here by Sioux Falls West. It'll come here to the near side. Beestrom's able to keep it in the zone. They were trying to break free for Edwards, who's looking for a hat trick in this first period. Centering pass is blocked by the Flyers. Edwards with a touch pass, come back to him from Jack Campbell. Pass will come across over for Jackson Dunn, Dunn lost the handle of the puck. Van Rokel on his clearing attempt went off of Dunn. Backhanded puck from Bonnie blocked by Sioux Falls West. Now Edwards will pick it back up. Edwards trying to make a move. His centering pass was tipped away. Spencer Sharon chops at it, moves it back to the corner. And Dylan Dotson for the Capitals again can't clear the zone. This will be grabbed by the Flyers, and the puck came right in front for Edwards and somehow didn't go. Campbell. 4 players battling for the puck. Puck is tied up. And then Campbell sends down Dotson. The puck will be moved out back up to the blue line. Henry now for Beam. And now it's Aiden Beam that will carry it in the offensive zone. Beam, he gets shouldered. He gets stood up, but he stays on his skates. This will be iced by the Flyers. We get a whistle with 53 seconds to go here in the first period. 11-9 in shots in favor of the Capitals. Jay Sand just scored a goalie goal from the icing. Obviously doesn't count. He was just sending it down there, and he actually put it in the net with Lewis Yerke that was skating around. That's the first time I've seen a goalie goal, even though it's not going to count. 45 seconds left to go here in the first period. Brecken Furman, he gets shouldered down. He spins down, gets back up. Puck was still nearly on his stick. And Beckett Haldy now for Brewer, trying to go backdoor for Haldy. Flipped up, not out of the zone. It's now for Haldy. Can't swing that first pass over. It goes off of a body and then off the side of the net. Centering pass again for Egan Gielan. That was blocked with 20 seconds to go here in the first period. On the backhand, it comes out of the zone. Gonna go all the way down. Spencer Sharon will grab it in his own blue line. Moved up, but now out of the zone by the Capitals. Brewer's pass, now it comes for Gielan, who makes one move around the Capitals. Bridger Babcock trying to make that Aiden Bowder trying to fight it off with 2 seconds to go in the period. That will take us to the end of the first with a 3-1 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Oahe Capitals. The track meet slowed down after it was 2-1, but the Flyers do get one more to make it a 2-goal lead at the end of the first 17 minutes of a fast-paced hockey game. 3-1 our score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. And when we come back, we will have our first intermission reports. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty or utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
The Boys and Girls Club of the Capital Area serves over 250 kids every day, giving them a safe place to go after school where they have fun and engage in learning activities school cannot provide. It is our mission to help every child become the best they can be. You can help children have a great future too by donating or volunteering for the club. For more information, go to bgccaparea.org or call us at 605-224-8699. From all of us here at the club, go Caps!
Since the day First Fidelity Bank first opened its doors for business in 1905, we've served the credit and investment needs of this area. The money that's deposited with us is reinvested locally in the form of loans to area families, farms, and small businesses, where it can help create new opportunities for everyone in our community. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back, it is the first intermission report, a 3-1 game for the Sioux Falls West Flyers at the end of the first period. As we run through our first intermission stats, Carson Edwards got the first goal of the game, 12:50 to go, so 4.5 minutes into the game, or 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. Edwards got the goal from Jackson Dunn and Spencer Sharon, and then Logan Anderson answered to make it a 1-1 game. That was 1 minute and 10 seconds after Edwards' first goal. Brecken Furman and Ian Schweitzer helped to make that happen, both getting an assist. Beckett Haldy, 1 minute and 20 seconds later, made it 2-1, and it felt like it was going to be a 7-6 type of game, which was the final score in the JV game, but it felt like it was going to be 7-6 after the first period, the way these two teams were going up and down the ice. Jackson Brewer and Spencer Sharon both got an assist on that goal from Beckett Haldy, and then Carson Edwards got the next goal to make it 3-1. Jackson Dunn and Spencer Sharon again, as Dunn and Sharon each with two. Well, Dunn's got 2 assists, Sharon's got 3 assists, and Edwards has 2 goals. That line has a combined 6 points in a matter of 1 period. They have 2 goals
actually 7 points if you add on, if Sharon, obviously between Dunn, Edwards, and Campbell, but if you add Sharon in that mix, it'd be 7 points overall between those three guys in a matter of 17 minutes. There were no penalties in that first period. It was 11-9 in shots in favor of the Sioux Falls, make that 12-9 in favor of Sioux Falls West over the Capitals. So 9 saves for Jay Sand on 12 shots and 8 saves on 9 shots for Lewis Yerke through that first 17 minutes. Those are your first admission stats. We'll come back and tell you about the scores around the state coming up here in just a moment. Back after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it. River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Hi, Jason here from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio. We invite you to come in and see our expanded new location, 400 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Transform your new space into the best in industry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, and let the stress melt away. Or maybe it's an infrared sauna. Don't miss out. Also check out our pool tables, darts, fire tables, and outdoor furniture. Visit us today for the perfect blend of relaxation and entertainment. And as always, at the guaranteed lowest price.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back, as we continue our first admission report, it is a 3-1 lead for the Sioux Falls West Flyers over the Oahe Capitals. As we look at scores from around the state, Aberdeen has a 2-1 lead over Watertown in girls hockey. That's the only game that's still going on. Rachel Sifkin has given the Cougars a 2-1 lead after they trail 1-0 after one. They tie in the second and now have a 2-1 lead. The other game going on in boys hockey, it is a 1-1 tie between Aberdeen and Mitchell in the first period. Jackson Danielson scored for Aberdeen. Wyatt Rezak has scored for Mitchell, as both those teams are fighting for a spot in the state tournament. Right now, Mitchell at number 8, Aberdeen at number 9. The winner will won't necessarily solidify themselves as the number 8 team, but Mitchell could be 3 points ahead of Aberdeen, or at least 2 with the win. They're 1 point up right now. Aberdeen could jump over Mitchell if they do get a win in the game here this afternoon against the Mitchell Marlins. So they're kind of fighting for what could be that last playoff spot. when it comes down to it at the end of the season between the Marlins and the Aberdeen Cougars. Coming up next weekend, it is the Oahe Lady Capitals in action all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll have games starting at 6 o'clock on Friday in Mitchell. We'll have that game, then a 5 o'clock Saturday game against Sioux Center, and then at noon on Sunday against the Sioux Center Storm, all on the road. The boys will be off next weekend. We'll have all 3 games on the road coming up next weekend. As the Capitals and Sioux Falls West boys game, it is a 3-1 lead for Sioux Falls West at the end of one period. We'll come back with a second period after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Oahe hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you.
The Boys and Girls Club of the Capital Area serves over 250 kids every day, giving them a safe place to go after school where they have fun and engage in learning activities school cannot provide. It is our mission to help every child become the best they can be. You can help children have a great future too by donating or volunteering for the club. For more information, go to bgccaparea.org or call us at 605-224-8699. From all of us here at the club, go Caps!
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters, reliable roofing for your peace of mind. Is your home a comfort roller coaster? Too hot 1 minute, too cold the next? Stop letting an unreliable system run your life. For true peace of mind, trust AirTech Heating and Cooling. We deliver consistent, perfect comfort every day. From expert repairs to new energy-efficient installations, AirTech has the experience to get the job done right the first time. We're pros who treat you like family. Schedule your service today and finally enjoy your home again. Call AirTech Heating and Cooling at 605-945-0160 and check out our Facebook page.
Back here at the Expo Center as we get set for the second period as the White Capitals are down 3-1. American Family Insurance, Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Carson Edwards with 2 goals. Logan Anderson has the lone goal for the Capitals. Beckett Haldy has a goal for Sioux Falls West as well with a 12-9 shot advantage for the Sioux Falls West Flyers as both teams will make their way out here momentarily to get the second period underway. And again on KCCR, it is the Patriots and Broncos who are moved into the fourth quarter. If you're not wanting to know what the score is, mute the TV if you're watching or turn on the radio for about 5 seconds. There's a 10-7 lead for the Patriots over the Broncos with 12:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. After the Patriots and Broncos game is done, we'll have coverage of the Seahawks and the Rams in the NFC Championship game in Seattle. And of course, there is a lot of Pierre faithful here that are going to be cheering pretty hard for the Seahawks to get a win and move to the Super Bowl and see Pierre's own Gray Sable make his way into the Super Bowl in his first year. Both teams are back out on the ice. It is 3-1. They'll switch ends of the ice. Period of the long change. As it is the Capitals that go from right to left. The West Flyers from left to right. As the Caps will try and get one back here. Again, you're down by 2. Don't need to be tied up going in the third period, but you want to outscore the Flyers here by 1 in this second period. Then you got to outscore by at least 1 in the third period. And maybe get a point out of all this and see if the Caps can find their way, again, to get a point or even a win against this Sioux Falls West team. As the Flyers will start with that line of Beckett Haldy, Egan Geelan, and Jackson Brewer, with Spencer Sharon and Jack Zinter. And for the Oahe Capitals, they'll start with their same line that they started the game with. And Logan Brown, Logan Anderson, Ian Schweitzer, and Landry Van Rokel, and Cooper Beestrom. We're ready to go for the second period. Schweitzer will take the face-off against Geelan. Second period is underway here at the Expo Center as the opening face-off will be controlled by the Sioux Falls West Flyers. Spencer Sharon to the near side for Jack Zinter. His pass is blocked by Schweitzer. Second opportunity to get the puck out of the zone. Misses for Jackson Brewer and moved into the offensive end for the Capitals. Anderson centers one over. Schweitzer trying to find the handle of the puck. It is Anderson that will play it back over. It's now grabbed here by the Flyers. Up ahead for Spencer Sharon. Sharon will send it in deep and around the far side. Landry Van Rokel. Egan Geelan will pick it up. Geelan will turn. There's a shot on and a save made on the left pad by Jay Sand. That one coming from Geelan. As Hand has now made his 10th save of the afternoon. Over to the far side. It'll be Geelan centering one. That was taken away by Brown. Swiping at it was Haldy, but he missed the puck. Make that by Geelan, but he missed the puck. And now it's going to be sent back in by the Capitals as they'll make their first change in the second period. Jack Zinter nearly lost the puck away from Dylan Dotson. Puck will bounce up in the air, and it will be a Brewer that will come away with it. The man celebrating his 18th birthday had his pocket picked, and it's Dotson now that will carry to the offensive zone. Dotson back in and pass. No one there for the Capitals. It's intercepted and up ahead here for Brewer. And he'll swipe at it again over the top of the puck. Lyle Bonnie, he gets hooked. That play will continue though, and no call from either official. Looked like he had got hooked. This will be Jack Campbell. Now up ahead, and it's moved in by Edwards, who's got 2 goals so far. This will be kicked away by Furman. And it's now going to be grabbed here by Dotson. Dotson's pass. It'll be sent back in, and it'll be moved around by Hand. Keep it away from Edwards, who was the lone man in at the time. He flipped up the boards on the near side. Furman lays the hit. Out of the zone it comes, away from Goring. Flyers will send it back to the offensive zone. Dotson knocked it down. Good pass over to Beam, who was able to knock it out of midair. Beam moves in, his shot and a save, and Lewis Yerke's able to cover to get the whistle with 14:47 left to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the left of Lewis Yerke. Just 2 minutes gone by here in this second period. Capitals trail at 3-1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Dylan Dotson in the face-off. Both players will tumble to the ice. Puck is still loose. Another man falls to the ice. And that was Aiden Beam, and then chipped off the boards. Racing to the puck. Braden Hitt trying to get to it first, but Beestrom's able to take it away. It'll be moved up. It's now on the near side. Dotson, wall time. Back for Dylan Dotson, too far for him. And then Beam overskates the puck. Puck is still loose. Beam with a good stick lift. He'll come away with it. Backhanded shot, rebound, and then that forehand shot goes wide. Aiden Waltai has stepped up on this line right now here for the Capitals. It is now Beam. His shot over. Rebound was off the right pad, but controlled by Jack Zinter. This will be sent back by the Capitals as Dylan Dotson will go off along with Beam and Waltine. With the Parmley, Bowder, and Vandenbos line on the ice. This is Ashton Greer over for Lindersmith. His shot got over to the glove of Jay Sand, who was able to cover it up, get the whistle at 13:44 to go here in this second period. Face off to the right of Jay Sand. This will be now moved up off the glass, knocked down by the glove, and sent out of the zone by Vandenbos. Race to the puck. First one to his goal ring, being pushed by Parmley. And then the Flyers will move it to the near side. Bridger Babcock will step up. His shot, a save made by Gerke. And now 3-on-2 moving into the neutral zone. Brewer will pick up speed, moves around on his backhand. Backhanded shot and a save made by Hand. The puck will come back his way, and he's able to cover to get the whistle. And it will be another face-off to the right to Jay Sand with 13:17 to go here in the second period. Again, face-off to the right of Hand. A broken stick. Not sure whose stick it was that broke. We get a false start on the face-off. Face-off to the right of Hand. Schweitzer looking to win it, and he will win it back over to Landry Van Roekel. Van Roekel off the boards on the near side, out of the zone from goal to goal ring. And Schweitzer will lay a check on goal ring, and now Ian Schweitzer will grab it. Backhand pass will come back over here for Beestrom. Van Roekel is going to be the first one to pick it up. He'll send it cross ice over for Anderson. Now it's Anderson and Van Roekel that run into each other. Van Roekel will pick up the puck again. The Capitals have to fish it back out of the zone. Now it's Logan Brown over for Anderson. Off of his skate, he'll move into the offensive zone. Played off the boards. Up here on the near side, and now a chance for a 2-on-1. Brewer will move in along with Edwards. A shot and a save made by Hand. The pass will come back over. It was blocked by Hand back behind the net. Still loose as it moved back out for goal ring. His shot, that one went wide. Jackson Henry will move it into the offensive zone, deeper into the zone. Goes back over for Anderson. Anderson on the backhand, moves it here to the near side. Logan Brown pushed away, and it will be Jackson goal ring, cross ice. Fanning on a pass. Dylan Dotson will pick up the puck. Back in the offensive zone. His shot and a save made. Centering pass over. Bounces off a couple of guys. And then it went wide. Hayden Beam was right there, but somehow bounced away from his stick. It remains a 3-1 game. Jackson Brewer back in the zone. He's being hounded by Bridger Babcock, but he keeps possession of it. Brewer sends it to the front of the net. That was missed in front of the crease and sent back across off the stick of Brewer, and now it moved up ahead, and it's trying to be a race for the puck. Lyle Bonney trying to win the race. He is shoved off by Spencer Sharon, which should be an interference call, I believe, but it will not be an interference call. Sharon just threw Bonney to the boards without playing the puck, and now it's moved right back in. Here's Campbell with a shot off the crossbar. It stayed out to the blue line. Sharon Hames will hold it in. His shot and a save made by Jay Sand. And we get a whistle with 11:15 left to go here, 11:16 left to go here in the second period. Well, I thought for sure the Capitals were going to get that first power play of the game. With Sharon laying the body on Bonney. Bonney was coming to the bench with his hands out going, not sure how that wasn't a penalty. Face-off is won by the Capitals. Landry Van Roekel up the boards on the far side. Now up ahead here to the near side. It'll be inside the offensive zone. Logan Brown, backhand pass looking for Anderson. Puck is still loose in the slot. It's now Anderson that will pick it up. And it'll be here to the near side for Campbell. And Sioux Falls escapes the zone. 2-on-2 as they move into the offensive end. From the blue line, a shot. That one off the crossbar. And Jay Sand thanks the crossbar for making that save. This is a shot from the blue line again off the right pad of Hand. Made 15 saves on 18 shots. It is now Schweitzer. And will move it into the offensive zone. Wants to handle the puck. Jackson Henry will turn back with it. That pass will move up. That went off the stick of the Capitals, so no icing. Dunn trying to win the race, but Beestrom got to it first. Now Beestrom, he'll skate in. 3-on-2 for the Capitals when they move into the offensive zone. Beestrom swings wide. His shot looking for a rebound chance. Puck is loose in the high slot. Brown will turn back with it and will send it back to the corner. And the Capitals have to get back defensively as they're trying to make a change. Jack Campbell in onside. He'll stop and start the backhand. Has it on his forehand. He scores. 4-1 as Jack Campbell will beat Jay Sand. And Campbell picks up his 7th goal of the season, 3rd of the weekend. And the Flyers will take a 4-1 lead with 10:01 to go here in the first period. They'll make that the second period, excuse me. And one that Jay Sand probably would like to have back. Goring will get the lone assist. It's now a 3-goal lead here for Sioux Falls.
10-1 in the second period.
So coming to the offensive zone, Brecken Furman will move it around the boards. It is now Aiden Bowder up ahead. Braden Hitz is moved in by number 42 and Charles Nelson. Asher Vandenbos. It is Linder Smith. Puck will come out of the zone and is now moved back around and sent back in by Jack Zinter. This pass will move out to the blue line, held in by Henry. His shot will go wide. On the near side. 9:18 left to go here in the second period. That pass didn't get up to Triton Parmley from Vandenbos. It'll be sent back in, and it's now Richard Babcock. Near side for Furman. Pass will be tipped up to Bowder, but knocked away by Hitz, and it stays in the zone. Here's Linder Smith with a shot. That is blocked. And then that pass will move over. And it's now over into the corner. Behind the nets. Comes to the near side. And again, it will be moved. Now for Brewer. Up the boards. Pulling up the leg of Jackson Henry. Does come out of the zone by the Capitals. And it's now moved along here by Henry. Henry with a shot. Let's block it away. High up in the air. Puck is still loose. Backhand. There's a shot and a save. Rebound is still to the side of the net. And then it will be, is it covered up inside the crease by the Capitals? If it's covered up by the Capitals in the crease and it's not Jay Sand, it's a penalty shot. And the Capitals will get away with it. I wouldn't say they're going to get away with it. They're not going to get called for it because it's hard to tell if it actually was covered up in the crease or not from where our angle is at. With 8:19 left to go here in the second period. The Flyers players are pretty quick to say that it was covered up in the crease. But the referees had pointed that it will be just an offensive zone face-off. It will be to the right of Jay Sand. Cooper Beestrom will send here to the near side. Lyle Bonney will move it up ahead. And now it's Dylan Dotson that will stop and start. His centering pass over. That one will miss off the stick. And now the Capitals. This will be at the red line and comes back to the blue line. For now it's moved along. Landry Van Rokel trying to find the handle of it. He does in the offensive zone. Backhands it deep into the offensive end. Goring will move it around. Out of the zone for Dylan Dotson. That will come up high in the air. Jumping for it was Beam. And he will backhand it back in. It is now Goring. Centering pass in front of his net. That one could have been dangerous. It'll be out to the blue line. Delayed offside. Van Rokel will touch it up and we'll get a whistle with 7:21 left to go here in the second quarter. I say fourth. I'm looking at the football game. When they're in the fourth quarter, they're over halfway point of the fourth quarter. Snow is falling in Denver as well, making it feel like a true playoff football game out in Denver. This will be out of the zone and back in the offensive end. Quickly back out by the Capitals. At the blue line, walked in by the West Flyers. Sent in, now goes off the Zamboni doors, and the Capitals are looking the other way. They'll send it down the ice, but it'll be on net, so there is no icing. And Lewis Yerke will tee it up and move it back behind his own net. Henry will stand behind the goalie and Lewis Yerke. Move it quickly up the ice into the offensive zone. Edwards was chipped away by Brecken Furman. Puck will come back over to Furman, and now here to the near side, Logan Anderson will move into the offensive end. On his off wing, center one over. Babcock a shot away. Logan Brown fighting for that puck as well, but Jack Campbell comes away with it and will send it out of the zone as it was kicked away by Edwards. Schweitzer up ahead here for Bridger Babcock. Capitals are right back in. 5, make that 6:20 to go here in the second period. Referee ducking underneath the puck, and then he has nowhere else to go. And it will be sent back around. He's the only referee, by the way. I was looking around, but he's just the only, there's 2 linesmen and 1 referee. So he's trying to call everything. He has not had to call a penalty yet. It'll be Cooper Beestrom. And Beestrom trying to move it all the way up the ice. That one misses. It'll be an icing. And Dylan Dotson's got to be careful that's not a penalty. He was a little upset that it was an icing, but it swiped off the side of the net. Lewis Yerke and the rest of the Flyers didn't like that. And 5:57 left to go here in the second period. In a game that has not had any penalties, the last thing you want to do is take a penalty that isn't really involved in the game at all. Face-off will be controlled by Sioux Falls West. Top of the face-off circle. Dotson gets in the way in front of that shot of Lindersmith. Puck is at the blue line, swiped out of the zone by the Capitals. Waltine will move it up ahead. Now here for Beam. Aiden Beam walks in. That shot, he gets checked as he took that shot and went wide of Lewis Yerke. And now it'll be moved around. And the pass, that one nearly intercepted by Beam. Does come out of the zone. Capitals will move it back in. They'll tag back up with 5:20 left to go here in the second period. Pass will come here to the near side. One coming from Braxton Sturts. Puck is taken free and moved into the offensive zone. Turning with it. Coming from Charles Nelson. Far side, back to Nelson again. He's pushed off the puck by Dodson, then he shoves him to the boards. 5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Jackson Henry. He'll stop at the blue line so Sioux Falls can finally finish getting back on side before it turned into an offside play. This will be chipped out of the zone. It'll be grabbed by Bowder. He'll move in, looking to get it to Waltine, but the pass was blocked. Good stick, though, from Van Rokel. Van Rokel back up the boards. Parmley back on the ice. He'll send it back over to Van Rokel. Centered one over. Bowder behind the net now will pick it back up. But he overskated the puck. And it'll be come here to the near side. And the pass will come out off the boots and then grabbed by Egan Geelan. Geelan moves in. That shot off the glove of hand. No one there for the Flyers. And back the other way come the Capitals. It is a shot attempt from Vandenbos that will go off of a stick and at a play. And we get a whistle with 4:11 to go here in the second period. Down to 4.5 minutes in that AFC Championship game. Again, the game after that, we'll have coverage of the Seahawks and Rams. There's a shot attempt that is blocked. It'll go over for Jackson Henry. Over on the far side, it'll be picked back up here by the Capitals. Logan Anderson behind the net. That puck is here to the corner. Under 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Anderson turns. That one will be moved over. Jackson Brewer will pick it up, and Brewer will send it up out of the zone. Anderson bouncing puck. It'll be sent back across. Jackson Henry again. It'll come here to the near side. Brewer leaves it over for Geelan. Carries it in. Geelan with a shot. That goes wide of hand. Now over for Logan Brown, who will pick it up in the neutral zone. Moves into the offensive end. On his off wing, right wing side. Goes off of Lewis Yerke, looking for a rebound chance. Anderson trying to fight the handle of it. Got a shot away. Yerke can't find the cover of it until it was outside of his crease. And then we get a big tussle around Lewis Yerke with 3:15 to go here in the second period. And still being a 3-goal lead for the Sioux Falls West Flyers. Face-off will be to the left of Yerke. Dylan Dotson will take the face-off. against Ian Geelan. Make that Jackson Dunn. Shot attempt by Beam. That was blocked. Bonnie back on the ice with these other two guys of Beam and Dotson. Beam trying to center one. Turns on his backhand. Now it's moved up. That's going to get well over the head of Cooper Beestrom. Will go the distance for an icing, and it will just barely get down for an icing with 2:55 left to go here in this second period. 4-1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. These Sioux Falls West Flyers lead it by 3. Only goal in this period, Jack Campbell, as we're in the final 3 minutes of this second period. This face-off will be controlled by Spencer Sharon. Then he gets bodied to the board by Dylan Dodson as he went down. He is slow to get back up. 4 players are battling for the puck. Dodson and Sharon are tussling over there, and now we're going to get a penalty coming up against Dodson. Thought maybe both guys would end up going. But Dodson's going to go to the penalty box. There's a shot that goes high. It'll be picked up by the Capitals. And it will be against Dodson. And the Capitals will go to the penalty kill for the first time. It'll be a roughing call against Dodson with 2:27 left to go here in the second period. And the first Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill of the hockey game for the Capitals. First power play for either team. Face-off will be won by the Flyers. Caps need a big kill to keep this a 3-goal deficit. Ian Schweitzer gets out of the zone. That'll be offside against the Flyers. 2:20 left to go here in the second period.
Flyers power play.
Face-off will be just outside the Capitals blue line. This is going to be won here by the Flyers, sent all the way around, and it comes here to the near side. It is Jack Campbell that leaves it back over. Comes back to Edwards. He'll walk the blue line straight away. Top of the face-off circle in the left wing. Henry back down for Dunn to make that for Haldy, and that shot is off the blocker of hand. Goes off the boards, hangs back down, and Brewer will pick it back up. He's on the far side. Back to the top of the point. Henry looking for a clean shot. It comes back here for Brewer with 1:15 to go on the power play. He'll throw it over the far side. Trying to look for that centering pass back to Brewer. It's picked back up by Haldy. Centering pass is blocked by Schweitzer and then sent down the ice. Not deep down the ice, but Jackson Henry is able to pick it back up, and it is out of the zone. It'll be moved around. Dylan Dodson. I think that's a Brecken Furman. Dodson's still in the penalty box for 50 more seconds. Furman now will send it around here to the near side. And it does come out of the zone. And it's going to be played across over for Jackson Henry. Carson Edwards moves it up ahead. Edwards flies in the offensive end. Back to Brewer on the left point.
1 minute remaining in the period.
30 seconds to go here in the power play. Backdoor feed, they score. Carson Edwards gets the hat trick. And the Flyers will make it a 5-1 game as they connect on the power play. And Edwards now with 12 goals on the season, 3 in this game. 55.5 to go here in the second period. As it will be from Henry and Brewer. And the Capitals now trail it by 4, 5-1.
Goal for number 17 for the Flyers, Carson Edwards, assisted by number.
Here's Spencer Sharon moving back in the offensive zone. His shot was blocked. And it's now Landry Van Rokel. Moved up ahead, and it's now Aiden Bowder. Round it comes here to the near side. Triton Parmley in the corner with 30 seconds to go here in the second. Up the boards on the near side. Bowder takes the puck back, looking to try and get it for Vandenbos. Couple of stick lifts, couple of players will tumble to the ice. 15 seconds to go. This will be fluttered down. This will be an icing against the Flyers with 11.8 remaining here in this second period. Face-off will be to the right of you, Lewis Yerke. Lyle Bonnie take the face-off. See if the Cavs can get one back here late in this second period. Face-off will be won, though, by the Flyers. Jackson Henry up the boards, out of the zone. They will be one more icing with 3.3 left to go. So with 3 seconds, I don't think they'll pull Jay Sand to make it a 6-on-5. We'll see if Bonnie can win the face-off and give the Capitals one last shot here in this second period. Face-off is tied up. It is won by the Flyers. Shot by Beam at the horn. And a save made by Yerke, and that will take us to the end of the second period. 5-1 for the Sioux Falls West Flyers over the Oahe Capitals at the end of 2 periods. With Jack Campbell and Carson Edwards both scoring. The Caps will be down by 4 going into the locker room at the end of 2 periods. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
The Boys and Girls Club of the capital area serves over 250 kids every day, giving them a safe place to go after school where they have fun and engage in learning activities school cannot provide. It is our mission to help every child become the best they can be. You can help children have a great future too by donating or volunteering for the club. For more information, go to bgccaparea.org or call us at 605-224-8699. From all of us here at the club, go Caps!
Since the day First Fidelity Bank first opened its doors for business in 1905, we've served the credit and investment needs of this area. The money that's deposited with us is reinvested locally in the form of loans to area families, farms, and small businesses, where it can help create new opportunities for everyone in our community. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Welcome back as we continue the second intermission report. The Oahe Capitals trail at 5-1 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. In that second period, Jack Campbell got the first goal of the period to make it a 4-1 lead. With 10:01 to go, Jackson Henry got the assist. Carson Edwards ended up scoring on the power play, the only power play of the game so far for either side. And Jackson Henry and Jackson Brewer with the assist. There's so many, I mean, you can, I mean this, you know, in more of a funny way, but there's a lot of Jacksons on this Sioux Falls West team. That's all you have to do is just say any type, as long as it's not a unassisted goal, the chances of a Jackson getting a point of some kind, or Jack, it is very likely because you have Jackson Brewer, Jack Campbell, Jackson Dunn, Jackson Henry, Jackson Goring, and then Jack Campbell. I don't know if I said Jack Campbell or not. I mean, that's then Jack Zinter. That's 6 different guys that have Jack or Jackson, and it's insane how many different the coach had. There's no way that Coach DeBates ever calls anybody by their first name, because that would just be as confusing as it gets. But all the Jacksons are playing really well for the Sioux Falls West team as they lead at 5-1. And in that second period, they were able to outshoot the Capitals 12-6 after outshooting them 12-9 in the first, outshoot them 12-6 in the second, and outscore the Capitals by 2 again to take now a 5-1 lead through 2 periods. Those are your second division stats. By the way, the one penalty, a roughing call against Dylan Dotson, which again turned into a power play goal for the Sioux Falls West Flyers. As that is your second intermission reports. With your second division stats, as you're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We'll return with more of the second division report after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Oahe hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you.
Hi, Jason here from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio. We invite you to come in and see our expanded new location, 400 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Transform your new space into the best in industry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, and let the stress melt away. Or maybe it's an infrared sauna. Don't miss out. Also check out our pool tables, darts, fire tables, and outdoor furniture. Visit us today for the perfect blend of relaxation and entertainment. And as always, at the guaranteed lowest price.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
As we welcome you back and we continue our second division reports as the White Capitals are down 5-1 at the end of 2 periods. Mitchell Marlins leading the Aberdeen Cougars 3-2 right now in Mitchell, with around 7:41 left to go in that second period. And it will be the only other game going on so far between the boys varsity. Wyatt Rezac, Everett Morrison, who has scored twice as Morrison. Carter Vilhauer and Jackson Danielson have both scored for the Aberdeen Cougars. looks like maybe could be a final. I believe they still might. Yeah, it is a final. Aberdeen girls beat Watertown in Aberdeen with a 3-1 victory. Andriotti had the lone goal for Watertown the first period, but Callie Gage, Rachel Siefkin, and Addison Keller each scored for the Aberdeen Cougars to take a 3-1 win over the Watertown Lakers in that game. Rushmore beat Mitchell 4-3 earlier in the day in Mitchell. Sioux Falls this morning beats the Capitals 4-2 as they remain with just one loss on the season. Coming up next weekend, 3 games. The Capitals will take on the Mitchell Marlins at 6 o'clock, and then it'll be up ahead to the Sioux Center for a 5 o'clock game Saturday and a 12 o'clock game on Sunday, as we'll have all 3 games between the Lady Capitals with the boys off until the following Saturday when they end up taking on the Aberdeen Cougars in the will end up being the Pink the Rink night for the Capitals, as they'll host Aberdeen for the girls and the boys on that Saturday evening, which will be the second Saturday of February, the first Saturday of February. February 7th, I believe, is the date. And that'll be coming up in 2 weeks. Coming up next, it is the start of the third period. You listen to KC's here, FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Third period on the way next for the Capitals and Sioux Falls West Flyers. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Tech scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Is your home a comfort roller coaster? Too hot one minute, too cold the next? Stop letting an unreliable system run your life. For true peace of mind, trust AirTech Heating and Cooling. We deliver consistent, perfect comfort every day. From expert repairs to new energy-efficient installations, AirTech has the experience to get the job done right the first time. We're pros who treat you like family. Schedule your service today and finally enjoy your home again. Call AirTech Heating and Cooling at 605-945-0160 and check out our Facebook page. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
We welcome you back as we are getting set for the third period between the Hawaii Capitals and the Sioux Falls West Flyers. One more regulation period left to go. My voice, we'll see if it holds up for that one more regulation period as the Capitals are down 5-1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. I appreciate everyone that has tuned in all weekend and has enjoyed the broadcast this weekend. And hopefully by next Friday or even by Tuesday coming up with the Governors taking on Aberdeen Central on KCCR, that the voice will sound a little bit more soothing to you instead of this raspy voice that has been going out since yesterday afternoon. But the Capitals have a long road in front of them here in this third period, but they have to be able to get an early goal in this third period and try and make this a 5-2 game early on in the third period and then work back from there, because there is not a lot of time left in this game. It's only just the 17 minutes, and the Capitals want to try and make sure that they get something here early on, get the momentum back their way, and start to work back to try and get a game tied and try and force overtime. But it will be the Capitals that will be looking for a couple of quick early goals in this third period. Flyers will move from right to left, the Capitals from left to right, as it will be 5-on-5, just one penalty between these two teams. But it turned into a power play goal for Sioux Falls West as we get set for this third period. As it is, again, 5-on-5 hockey to start the third. Our final regulation period of the weekend. And again, after the AFC Championship has just come to a conclusion, the NFC Championship coming up on KCCR between the Seahawks and the Rams. Like I said, the Seahawks, a lot of Seahawks fans here in the capital city, as the Seattle's Grave Zabel looking, and Pearzone Grave Zabel looking to make the Super Bowl in his rookie season. Face-off will be at center ice. Both teams taking their time to get back and up to center ice for this opening face-off. Ian Schweitzer, Logan Brown, Logan Anderson get us started, along with Cooper Beestrom and Landry Van Rokel. And it will be Egan Geelan that will get us started as well for the Sioux Falls West Flyers on the opening face-off. And we are underway here in the third period. Cooper Beestrom will on the face-off win. It'll be flipped back in. Sioux Falls will tag back up. And it's now taken here on the near side. This will be flipped up and out of play, and we get a whistle quickly. 12 seconds in, 16:48 to go here in the third period. Face-off will be to the left. I think that's the right of Jay Sand. As it will be Geelan against Schweitzer again. Again, the face-off to the right of Hand. This face-off will be controlled by the Capitals, up by Logan Anderson, but not out of the zone. Comes back here on the near side, and around it comes for Anderson. Off the glass by Schweitzer, not out of the zone, held in by Spencer Sharon, who had 3 assists in that first period. Cooper Beestrom will move it around to the far side. Logan Brown up ahead. That one will be off of a glove, and then now it's for Logan Anderson. As he'll carry to the offensive zone. He's got the lone goal for the Capitals, his second of the weekend, third of the season. And when it comes out of the zone, Brecken Furman will send it back in. The Capitals will tag back up as they start to make their first change. This is popped high up in the air. Beestrom now will grab it here on the near side for Beam. And Aiden Beam leaves it up ahead for Dylan Dotson. Dotson on his back in, tries to turn to his forehand. He does. That shot goes just off of Lewis Yerke and stayed to the side of the net. Beam centers one out. One's intercepted. And now it's Geelan up ahead, tipped along by Carson Edwards, and a nice job by Brecken Furman to knock the puck down. And it's now Jack Campbell. Now we'll move it up ahead. Campbell on his backhand turns to his forehand, a save made by Hand, who stayed with it. And his body up ahead for Beam. And Aiden Beam into the offensive zone. Now on the near side, it's grabbed here by Jackson Henry. Up ahead for Carson Edwards. It is Bridger Babcock. Into the corner. Carson Edwards with 3 goals. He's pinned to the boards by Bridger Babcock. Near side, Beam. His pass misses for Bonnie. And it's Jackson Goring that chops at it. Campbell, the captain, will move it back in. Beam will push him to the boards. And he'll come back here, and a shot, and that one goes high. off the glass, stayed in play. Pass will come back over off the skates of Jackson Dunn, who took that shot from the face-off dot. That was the first good look for Sioux Falls West. This will be iced against the Capitals with 14:44 to go here in the third period. 5-1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Face off to the right of Jason. It is Connor Lindersmith that will take the face off against Aiden Bowder. Face off will be controlled here by the Flyers, and a quick shot was wide of hand. Goes back over as Charles Nelson picks it up into the offensive zone. That one's kicked away. Rebound, they score. No one got the rebound for the Capitals, and it's Connor Lindersmith. The score is second of the season. It makes it a 6-1 game with 14:30 left to go here in the third period. Lindersmith on the rebound off the shot from Charles Nelson is able to cash in and makes this a 5-goal lead with 14:30 to go here in the third period. Lindersmith, who just scored that goal, trying to win the face-off against Schweitzer. Bridger Babcock in the neutral zone, back in the offensive end for the Capitals. That's knocked down with a glove, right back in. Bridger Babcock with a shot. He has 5 assists this weekend. And this will be now back here for Anderson. Quick pass over for Schweitzer, but can't get a shot away. Backhanded by Furman. That was blocked, came back to Furman, keeps it in the zone. And then a check from Logan Brown. And it'll be moved along, and then we'll get a whistle coming up against the Capitals. And then it'll be Lindersmith that will send a man hard into the boards. Lindersmith then got his stick slashed by Anderson, and then Lindersmith with a big check. Anderson is going to the penalty box for the slash. And the man that took that hit, I believe, was Brecken Furman, who was slow to get back up to his skates. Now the referees will talk about it. Obviously, there's just one referee making the penalty calls, but he quickly had made the call to send Lindersmith to the box. With 13:57 to go, at the very least, it's remaining 5-on-5. So we'll see if there is an extra penalty given to Lindersmith. The referees are talking about it for quite some time here. Both Beam and Babcock on the ice waiting for an explanation once it comes that way. And so it'll be a penalty to Anderson. Is it going to be... We'll see what the calls are. They're going to get an extra guy in the penalty box, I believe. So both guys right now have their time up on the box. I think he shouldn't have to worry about putting it up there, but it'll be a 2 and a 10. The Lindersmith sent it hard over to Brecken Furman in the boards. It's a boarding call against Lindersmith. So it is a 2 and a 10. But it should keep it. Are they going to make it 4-on-4 for those 2 minutes? Because it was 2 separate penalties and not a matching minor at the same time. Nope, I believe, yeah, it is going to stay 5-on-5. Only 4 guys went out for Sioux Falls, and only 3 went out for the Capitals at that point. But it will be 5-on-5. So it is 5-on-5 hockey. 13:57 left to go here in the third period. Boarding call against Connor Lindersmith. The slash against Logan Anderson. That will be blocked up ahead now here for Dylan Dodson. This is now back in the offensive zone for the Capitals. Beam fighting for the puck. Puck will come on net, and then as Beam stood up, he ends up taking the net off his moorings as he was fighting with Beckett Hawley to try and get the puck. 13:44 left to go here in the third period. Again, it's 6-1 in favor of the Sioux Falls West Flyers.
7 for the Capitals, 2 minutes for slashing.
Anderson got called for the slash, and Connor Lindersmith got called for the board. Didn't see who was serving the penalty for Lindersmith. It's going to be number 34 in Ashton Greer.
Also in the third period.
Dylan Dodson, face-off win, looking for a wraparound chance. That was stuffed by Yerke.
On number 30 for the Flyers. 5-on-5.
Up ahead for Sioux Falls West. Moved around here for Beam. Backhanded into the zone. It'll come over for Jackson Henry. Crowder comes on the near side. It's now Bonnie that will pick it up. Backhand pass over. It's now grabbed here by Jack Zinter. His pass up ahead. That one will get to Furman. Did not miss a shift. And Henry runs into his own teammate. Man lost his stick in Haldy. And then Geelan will fight for the puck, but Bridger Babcock wins that fight. Backhanded pass misses everybody for the Capitals. Good stick from Lyle Bonnie. Now Babcock back into the offensive zone. He'll chip and chase, trying to move around. A couple guys run hard into the boards. Babcock comes away with it. Now Schweitzer, his shot was blocked by Jackson Brewer, who will race into the offensive zone. Brewer will move in. That shot into a left pad save made by Jay Sand. Good save there by hand with 12:30 left to go here in the third period. This is tipped all the way down, and it'll be now sent here from Jackson Goring. Move up the ice, and a backhand pass. Caden Walti is able to intercept it, and it's now going to be moved for Logan Brown again. Brown into the offensive zone. That is a hard hit. Here come to the near side. And it's now Spencer Sharon up to the near side again. Flipped out of the zone. Jack Campbell now for Caden Walti. Walti's shot is blocked. They'll be taken free here by Schweitzer, but his pass misses. This will be now here for Walti again at the near top of the zone. Logan Brown looking to get free for a shot off of a stick and into the netting, and we will get a whistle as they will be out of the box. Comes Greer and Anderson. Lindersmith with 11:57, those penalties expired, so he can't come back until 1:57 remaining in the third period. Face-off will be to the left of Lewis Yerke. Face-off is won by the Flyers. Brecken Furman will move it around. Triton Parmley. This will be offside against the Capitals. 11:39 left to go here in the third period. Again, we'll be in Mitchell next Friday. The Capitals, Lady Caps and Mitchell Marlins, 6 o'clock for puck drop. And then it will be at 5 and 12 Saturday and Sunday in Sioux Center. In with a shot, and Haldy is stopped by hand, and he's able to cover to get the whistle. With 11:29 to go here in the third period. Face-off will be to the right of Jay Sand. It is the face-off for Charles Nelson. Aiden Bowder will win the face-off for the Capitals. Brecken Furman up ahead. Not out of the zone by Oahe. That shot hauled through, and it was save made by hand. That was a really good look there from Tanner Sharon. It is moved up. Comes up for Tanner Sharon, who's looking for his first points this season. Richard Babcock here to the near side. It'll be sent down by Dodson, but off the boards, unable to get it to Triton Parmley. It'll come back, and Dodson will grab it here in his own end of the ice. His pass up the ice, right in the middle of the ice. Tipped away by Triton Parmley. And then Beam knocks his man down. He'll stop and start looking to center one for Dodson. But it'll be taken back by the Flyers. Now the zone by Sharon. Off the boards. Hit. Will pin his man to the boards. And Bonnie And then a shot from the boards came on to hand. He made a right pad save made and a really good play by Cooper Beestrom to take the puck and send it to the boards. But then he'll ice it with 10:22 to go here in the third period. Face-off will come to the right of Jason. As Dylan Dodson, it will not be Dodson's line. It'll be Schweitzer, Anderson, and Brown. But Jackson Dunn will look to win the face-off back. Face-off was won by the Capitals. Out to the blue line, Logan Brown. The Caps can go 3-on-2 into the offensive zone. Brown lost the handle of the puck, and now it's moved along at Jackson Dunn. Right back in come the Sioux Falls West Flyers. There's a shot by Campbell that goes wide. Out to the blue line for Brayton Hitt, who's able to hold it in the zone. 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Capitals are down by 5, 6-1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. This will be moved up. And it's now going to be taken here for Van Rokel. Come here to the near side, and Anderson now back into the offensive zone. Anderson can't cut free with the puck. Puck is still loose. Grabbed by Brown. Anderson will send it to the net. Puck is still loose around Yerke, and it was not covered cleanly. Puck was left free, and the Flyers will still get out of the zone. They will ice it. Nope, they're going to say it was touched by the Capitals, so there is no icing. Here to the near side for Anderson. Off the boards in front of the Capitals bench. Trying to send it back in, was hit, but he ended up hitting his teammate. And now it's Brown in, his shot, and that one's off the blocker of Yerke, off the glass and out of play. And we will get a whistle and a new hockey puck with 9:13 left to go here in period number 3. Face off to the left of Lewis Yerke. This will be Jackson Henry that will pick it up. Henry up ahead, off the stick of Beckett Haldy. Down the ice it goes. Haldy will send it around. Bridger Babcock will pick it up and send it here to the near side. Vandenbos now here for Brown. Make that for Bowder, excuse me. Back down in an ice by the Flyers. And a face-off coming in the offensive zone for Hawaii. NFC Championship game can be heard on KCCR. I believe it should be about kickoff time for the Seahawks and the Rams. This will be over the far side, Bridger Babcock, and the winner will take on the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl 2 weeks from today. Eden Bowder. This will be over on the far side. Hot shot, come here to the near side. Zasher Vandenbos, that will pick it up. And it's gloved down and moved by Egan Geelan. Geelan will get into the zone. Babcock to the near side for Vandenbos. Off the glass, held in by Jackson Henry. It's now Geelan again. He'll stick handle the neutral zone. He'll try and send it in deep, and he does. With 8:05 left to go here in the third period. Firming up the boards on the far side. It'll be flipped down by Triton Parmley. Spencer Sharon sent it right back up the ice. Capitals are in the midst of a change, so Jackson Brewer will move in. His shot and a blocker save made by Hand is all the way out of the zone after it bounced just once. It went out of the zone. It'll be sent back around here by Sioux Falls. They have to tag back up. It'll come out for Dodson. Cross-ice pass right on the tape of Beam. Beam now behind the net to his backhand, looking to center one. Protecting the puck as well with 2 Flyers around him. Bonnie swipes at it. Beam trying to center it again. It was blocked by Sharon. He'll get to the far side. Dodson will pick it up. He's looking to center one over. Stick handles or stick lifts. Puck came free in the slot, and then will move all the way down, and now it's going to be grabbed and moved back in by the Flyers. It is moved in by Greer. Capitals are able to knock it away from Greer with 7 minutes to go here in the third period. This pass will come across. It is intercepted by the Capitals. Lyle Bonnie walks in the offensive end. Bonnie's shot, that goes high. Goes over the top of the crossbar, stays in play. Fighting for the puck are the Capitals and Bonnie and Dotson still behind the net. It is now Bonnie again, still fighting for it. On the near side in the corner. Flyers out of the zone. Carson Edwards with 3 goals in the hockey game. Flyers are making a change, but they still move it in. 2-on-2. Centering for Edwards. He will score on the redirect. His 4th goal of the game. And the Flyers will take a 7-1 lead with 6:22 to go here in the 3rd period. And run time will start as Edwards will score his 4th. He's now got 13 on the season. The Caps have had no answer for Carson Edwards. Jackson Dunn will pick up the assist. 7-1 as we're nearing the 6-minute mark of this 3rd period. 6-goal lead here for the Flyers as they will be moving on to 9-3 on the season. The Capitals will fall to 9-6 with a weekend off before they take on the Aberdeen Cougars on Pick the Rink night.
Assisted by number 25, Jackson Dunn, 17 from 25.
This is at the blue line. Bridger Babcock will move it back in. Babcock's pass across over. It is Brown that popped it towards the goalie, and it will be Yerke that will catch it, get the whistle, and the clock will continue to run as we're now down to 5.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd period. Stay tuned, quick post-game show to wrap things up for the weekend, and then we'll be back on the air next Friday on Capital City Rock with a 5:40 pregame and a 6 o'clock puck drop for the Capitals and Mitchell Marlins. This will be moved up ahead. Here's Haldy on a breakaway moving in. Haldy to the backhand, he scores. Beckett Haldy, his 2nd of the game, makes it an 8-1 lead for the Flyers. Exactly 5:08 left to go here in the 3rd period. Beckett Haldy, his 2nd, 8th goal of the season. Egan Geelan will get the assist, along with also Brewer. He picks up, will end up being his 2nd points of the afternoon. Make that his 3rd point of the afternoon. As he will finish with 3 assists, potentially finish with 3 assists. A 7-goal lead now for the Flyers, 8-1. American Family Insurance, Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the 3rd period. Jackson Henry up ahead. It is now a pass from Beckett Haldy across over for Brewer. One misses for him. But we'll come back for Brewer to pick it up. And at the blue line, it's now moved along. Geelan, Bowder off the glass. He'll come back for Bowder. And now Jackson Henry. Henry to the near side.
26, Beckett Haldy, assisted by number 20.
Pass will come up ahead here for Geelan. Geelan with a shot, and that one's stopped. Now we get a whistle with 3:50 left to go here in the 3rd period. Face off to the right of Jace Hand. There's one here by the Flyers. That shot on. Save was made. I believe it might be Luking in that now. That shot and a save. We come here on the near side with 3:25 left to go here in the 3rd period. The Flyers and Capitals are tied 1-1. Early part of this hockey game, it was a 2-1 lead for the Flyers. Barely even 5 minutes into the game. There's a fan-on shot attempt by Braxton Sturts. And Tanner Sharon moves it back into the offensive zone for the Flyers. Sharon with a shot, and there's a save made by Lukey. We get a whistle with under 3 minutes to go. As the clock is stopped currently with a 7 lead, and then the stick is broken by Tanner Sharon, who slammed his stick down on the ice. Oh, it'll be a penalty coming up against Max Schmitz. Didn't see that. Schmitz got called for a rough. That would be why the clock stopped with 2:58 to go. So the second power play opportunity for the Flyers. Jackson Henry walks in. His shot goes wide of Luking. On the near side, make to the far side, walk back in. That shot, that went off the mask of Luking. And with 2:40 left to go, Luking will have to redo his mask.
Number 29. 2 minutes for rubbing.
The clock is still running, but I don't think there's much of a concern of a clock being stopped, and just let the clock continue to run. Luking quickly gets his helmet back on and ready to go anyway. Face off to the left of Luking. It is now for Beckett Haldy. With 2:10 to go here in the third period. Out for Jackson Henry, back for Haldy. Now Henry again. His shot looking for a redirect, but it hit a teammate, Jack Campbell. That one stung him. And he is slow to get back to his skates. As we're under 2 minutes to go here in the third period. Flyers will move to 9-3 on the season. They'll match the win total of the Capitals. But they'll still have 3 games in hand on Oahe. This will be sent all the way down the ice. Sioux Falls West will sweep the season series, winning in Sioux Falls and then now here at the Expo Center. 90 seconds left to go in the third. 30 seconds left in the power play for Sioux Falls West. Carson Edwards leaves it for Haldy. Back to Edwards, who has 4 goals in the game. Half the goals have come from the stick of Carson Edwards. There's a shot that will go wide. And it'll go all the way down the ice with 15 to go on the power play, which will pretty much take care of this man advantage for Sioux Falls. And it will be sent back. Jackson Henry walks in the offensive end.
1 minute remaining in the game.
Final minute of this third period.
Capitals full strength.
Go back to 5-on-5. Jack Campbell will move it back around with 50 seconds left to go here in the third. Schmidt's out of the penalty box. Up ahead for Jackson Brewer. This will be moved along Jack Zinter. Now for Haldy. His shot, that's a kick and a save made by Brecken Furman. And it goes over the top of the crossbar. Ryan Anderson will pick it up. He'll send it up the ice. And it's now grounded here by Geelan. And it's Ryan Anderson again. Up ahead for Logan Brown. Can't find the handle of it with 20 seconds to go. One last rush in. Man lost his helmet. Ryan Anderson lost his helmet with 12 seconds left. And that will take care of the rest of the hockey game as both teams are skating to their goalies. With the final seconds counting down, a 8-1 win for Sioux Falls West over the Oahe Capitals. We'll come back and wrap it up here from the Expo Center. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Boys and Girls Club of the Capital Area serves over 250 kids every day, giving them a safe place to go after school where they have fun and engage in learning activities school cannot provide. It is our mission to help every child become the best they can be. You can help children have a great future too by donating or volunteering for the club. For more information, go to bgccaparea.org or call us at 605-224-8699. From all of us here at the club, go Caps!
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Since the day First Fidelity Bank first opened its doors for business in 1905, we've served the credit and investment needs of this area. The money that's deposited with us is reinvested locally in the form of loans to area families, farms, and small businesses, where it can help create new opportunities for everyone in our community. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
As we welcome you back, it is a post-game show. The Oahe Capitals will fall 8-1 on American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard, as it is a 3-1 lead after one for the Flyers. Took a 5-1 lead after two, and then they scored 3 in the third. And Sioux Falls West will pick up that 8-1 win as Carson Edwards scores 4 goals, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. Connor Lindersmith, Beckett Haldy, Jack Campbell, Beckett Haldy with 2 goals, and then Jack Campbell and Lindersmith each with a goal. As the Flyers move to 9-3 in the season, the Capitals will fall to 9-6 on the year. It was 39 shots on goal for Sioux Falls West. The Capitals had just 20, as it was 9 in the first, 6 in the second, and 5 in the third. But Sioux Falls West got at least 12 shots in every single one of those periods to pick up the 8-1 win over the Oahe Capitals. So Oahe will fall to 9-6. Sioux Falls West is now 9-3. And again, coming up next weekend, it'll be all girls games, as the boys are off next weekend. The girls will play 3 games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 6 o'clock in Mitchell, 5 o'clock on Saturday, and then 12 o'clock on Sunday, both games in Sioux Center. And all 3 games will be on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. And to wrap things up for us here from the Expo Center in Fort Pierre, glad you've been with us for all 5 games this weekend. But it is a final score in this one. The Oahe Capitals will fall 8-1 to the Sioux Falls West Flyers as we say so long from the Expo Center.
You've been listening to the Oahe Capitals on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Capitals are brought to you by Leisure Palace, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, AGE, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Dakota Storm Roofing, Beck Motor Company, Birding Electric, First Fidelity Bank, Xander Auto Parts, State Farm Becky Potsuba Agency, River Bottom Sanitation, the Boys and Girls Club, Hermanson Endodontics, Weatherall Roofing, Wagner Auto, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, and American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine Agency. Join us all season for more Capitals hockey here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports,